Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley says the Law Association's judicial review against his decision not to invoke Section 137 of the Constitution to investigate the Chief Justice will cost taxpayers millions of dollars. He says it's purely political. Jules Brown reports.
In his first press conference after his return from New York, the Prime Minister responded to the Law Association's decision to file a judicial review against his decision not to advise the President to establish a tribunal to investigate Chief Justice Ivor Archie.
Will you serve the Law Association in its vote concerning judicial review regarding your decision not to advise the President to invoke Section 137?
I'm glad you mentioned that, Jules, because I simply want to say I saw the newspapers that the Prime Minister has been sued by the Law Association. This lawsuit of suing the Prime Minister and Rowley being sued not costing me 1 cent. It is you, the taxpayer, who will now be having to pay the millions of dollars in legal fees to carry on this political charade. As a taxpayer myself, I just hope that if and when the law is used, and it comes to an end, and there are liabilities to be paid, that the taxpayer is recompensed.
Dr. Rowley said he wanted to make his view abundantly clear.
This matter involving the Law Association and the way they've been conducting their business here, I have no hesitation in saying that this matter has lost any public interest, purity, and it's a political matter.
The Prime Minister said he used the taxpayers' money through the Ministry of the Attorney General to seek legal advice.
I got advice from an English QC who has no reason to take sides in Trinidad and Tobago. There's no requirement in the law for me to do that. It was out of a responsibility in the office that I did that.
He said having gotten that advice, he immediately made the decision and transmitted it to the Law Association.
I trust that the people of Trinidad and Tobago who are being asked to pay the legal bills would view my action as reasonable, even if you don't agree with it. Because you ask that the Prime Minister do it, you see the basis on which it was not done, and we have to proceed.
Jules Brown, TV6 News.
Let's take you to tonight's People Meter.
Tonight's People Meter is brought to you by Omega XL.
Tell us, are you concerned about the possible cost to the state to defend against the Law Association's judicial review? To vote, text yes or no to the number 4226. We'll tell you how you voted at the end of this newscast. At least one attorney agrees with the PM's treatment of allegations of misconduct levelled against Chief Justice Ivor Archie. Dr. Emir Crowne tells TV6 News a successful judicial review is not likely.
I quite frankly think that that judicial review cannot succeed. And when I say it cannot succeed, I'm suggesting that the Prime Minister's exercise of his discretion to not refer the matter to the President, who then constitutes a tribunal, in my view, that exercise of discretion was in fact reasonable and appropriate. I mean, people may not agree with it, but that is an entirely different thing than saying the Prime Minister exercised that discretion incorrectly.
For the Law Association to succeed in a judicial review will depend on whether the decision taken was reasonable or contrary to law or legal principle.
I think the Prime Minister owed a duty of fairness to the Chief Justice, and I think he discharged that duty of fairness by seeking competent legal counsel and then relying on that legal advice in not referring the matter to the President. And then now for a court to review the exercise of that discretion, one would essentially have to say that reliance on that legal opinion was either incorrect in law or somehow unreasonable, generally. And I don't see how that judicial review could succeed, with all due respect.
Still to come tonight.